Welcome back to Cookies and Milk. It is episode 40.
Welcome to episode 40.
I'm your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben. Big 4-0.
We're having
How many Fridays is that? How many Fridays are in a... No.
We're not recording on Fridays. What are you talking about?
Sundays.
Sundays?
It's when the episode goes up.
Sometimes it's late Monday when it goes up.
That's true. You're not wrong.
We're having off-brand fudge stripes.
Ooh, good. You can
Also,
taste the
just
off-brand.
letting you know, there was just the family's bag of fruit. So I just gave you the family's bag of fruit.
Of course you didn't actually refill my bag of fruit.
Because that was the only
Fine.
family ate it.
Fine, it's good.
We're having this discussion on the podcast.
We should have just... I just wanted to bring the bowl down when
And
we were
eat
going to
the
go down to
fruit?
play games. Yeah, we just all take turns eating fruit.
Yeah, you should have done that.
Yeah, but Dad was already putting away. Anyways, today's topic is sort of undecided. I was going to bring up talking about fandoms.
Yeah.
Because...
Ooh, they can just be the devil, huh?
Like, it's good. Like, I like internet sub-communities about things, because it's good that people make art and content for the games and animes I enjoy.
Sometimes it's people make art and content for the games you enjoy, and that could be bad sometimes.
And it's bad.
And I'm not talking, like, quality.
I was talking about, like, 4-year-olds who don't know how to fucking draw.
No, I'm talking... I'm talking
That's
about...
what you were talking about.
No, I was not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, immature people attacking others in the community.
Yeah.
Or making bad pairings.
Like,
And I don't mean, like, same-sex pairings, because that's cool. I'm talking about incest pairings or abusive pairings.
Like, there's... Fucking when it comes down to OTPs, people just like do not care. Like they're just like any sort of moral quandary out the fucking window. I want to see these characters smooch, and it's like, man, dude, like just think about this one. Why do you want this? Why is this something you want in your life?
Maybe chill out a bit.
Like there was Rick and Morty is one of the ones that I find very noticeable.
Oh no.
Because somebody like asked. The creator on Twitter, and they were like, hey, are you cool with people shipping Rick and Morty together? And the guy was like, well, in an infinite number of realities, and it's like, you don't do that. You don't say that.
You do not say that.
And then there's like there's the comment, it's like, it's just fiction, what does it care if what people enjoy in the fiction? Well, then you gotta ask the follow-up question of, why is that something you want in your fiction?
Yeah.
Why do you want that? Why is this something you enjoy? And it's like, don't.
Exactly.
You don't enjoy that thing. One of the ones that always strikes me as a second, Widow Tracer.
Yeah.
Fine. Like, I don't care about Widow Tracer as a ship.
But
what I do care about is when people
attacking other people
over it. One of my like least favorite comics I ever found on the internet was like a comic of like Emily, like, oh man, where's Tracer at? She's so late to our date.
Oh my god.
And then Tracer like recalled back to like go smooch Widowmaker, and it's like,
what the hell?
why would you do this? What? Why? You can just draw Widow Tracer art.
You don't have to draw Emily being cheated on.
Like the fact that Emily exists now it's not good for you.
What? There's a lesbian couple in Overwatch?
Hey, easy, buddy. I'm
the
talking
fuck
about
is that?
other lesbians.
Are you talking that it's bad that lesbians exist?
There's the person who had the, like, I'm so mad, I'm, like, crying.
Oh my god.
Tracer was supposed to be with Winston. I got so mad that I, like, yelled at my mom and knocked the tray of chicken nuggets on the floor, and she came in, and it's like, you gotta get less invested. You immediately have to be less invested. There's two different things of that, too. There's that person who was like, and then the second person, there was like this huge post, and it was like, hey, here's the do's and don'ts for Overwatch ships. Don't put anyone in gay relationships unless we know that they're gay.
Oh.
Anyways, here's my approve list. And the first one was like Tracer and Winston, and it's like, buddy, don't do this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all the... One of the ones that just always sort of really confused me was Zoro and Sanji.
Yeah.
It's like gigantic. Like there's so much.
So much.
And it's so confusing to me because I've never seen like a duo on TV that just more actively just hates each other. Hates
Fights
the
each
duo.
other?
Yeah, they just fight
Actively
all the
fight?
time. They just don't like each other.
But secretly, they're just fucking. They're smooching a bit.
They like each other.
Having tender
Sanji,
moments.
The worst heterosexual character in TV, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, not the worst. There are higher ones on the list. But Sanji's up there.
He's pretty bad.
He's not good.
Yeah.
Smooch and Zoro, of course. Of
course.
course that would happen. Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
People are allowed to do whatever they... The other ones on those were like, this is legitimately like a bad thing you're doing. This one's just like... I see it and I'm just confused. Like, I sort of like... I sit back in my chair and I'm like... like, it's the expression where, like, there's all the equations going around my face and I'm like...
Right.
What the fuck is going on here?
Like with what?
What?
Like with what? Like, what ships? Or just fandoms in general?
It's a lot of fandoms in general. That's the one of them that always sticks out to me. Like, I understand ones where people don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
I've understood cross-universe ships more than I understand that one.
Right. What I hate about fandoms is select fandoms. And how they can just take things a bit too far. And I'm talking like... I don't know, I've never met anyone from the Doctor Who fan... I've met some people from the Doctor Who fandom.
This is a fun one. This is going to be a fun episode because I can't tag anything.
Oh,
I'm just not going to tag anything in this whole episode.
But I get such an aura of smugness from Doctor Who.
You're referring to Super Hulock, as it were.
Yeah.
Which is just like the worst thing on Tumblr. I mean, it was like, it's a bunch of children having a time, but it's like...
You know, it's not just children. You know that.
I mean, but it is also children.
You know, it's 40-year-old mothers, right?
I know that it's 40-year-old mothers.
Of those children?
Of those children who are also... But, like, the issue...
You know this supernatural duo, they're brothers?
Yes.
You bet you don't think
I know that, dude.
Even worse.
There's Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Sherlock, and Supernatural. And,
don't forget, those fandoms probably have that, trope where it's like, oh, my gay babies, I'm in sin hell.
All of them. Every single
All
one of them. Wait, not Doctor Who. I don't think Doctor Who has any of this. I don't care. I'm not gonna look into that. Doctor Who is just the most annoying.
What about doctors shipping with doctors?
That probably exists. I've never seen it. I'm googling it right now. Oh, no, I don't care.
Scarf doctor.
But that's the thing. I don't think anybody's ever accused Doctor Who of fucking what's the gay baiting?
Queer baiting.
Queerbaiting.
What is that?
That's where
they make it seem like it's gonna be gay, but it's not actually.
Right, like take Sherlock for example.
Of course.
You have Watson.
I'll take him. Take him in and rally and kill him.
Ooh, take Sherlock and Watson. And these characters are like, they're good friends, and they're like quipping off each other, and Sherlock's an asshole and doesn't respect his partner at all, and he's just like not a good person, but maybe they kiss one day. Huh?
Right.
We introduce Watson's wife and then she's dead, so they can be together again.
Maybe.
And they do this for fucking like 16 years, and people are like, John Locke, and it's like it's not ever gonna happen. It's not ever gonna happen, and people are like, maybe it could happen one day, and it's never gonna happen.
Nope.
And
you haven't touched your cookies there, bud.
I've been talking a lot.
I finished my cookies.
But it's like, the thing about these fandoms is that it's one thing if you just enjoy a thing. Enjoying a thing is fine. That's the last thing I want to people to come out with here is that enjoying things is bad, because it's not. You're allowed to enjoy anything you want to enjoy. But when you start like parading it around, when you start developing an identity based around liking that thing
and pushing it onto others,
then you got an issue.
Let's talk about the Steven Universe fandom. Steven Universe, fun cartoon. Good comedy, nice concept. Pretty all-around a progressive show.
Yeah, fine.
Oh boy. Fans kind of go off the deep end sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not a... God, it's... Some of my favorite stuff is like people discussing Steven Universe discourse as like a second thing. Because Steven Universe does so much. It's like consistently about like a giant war and like race classes and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like people are like X is problematic because they did X and X thing. When am I gonna get that fucking Amethyst call out post though? Huh?
What?
She does bad things.
Hey.
What? She transformed into fucking Rose to just fuck with Greg that one time, and I heard nothing bad about that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But I'm talking about... I'm not talking about that. I'm going back to shipping. And I'm going back to when a fandom takes a joke too far.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the Keystone Motel. Remember when they left a bunch of bad reviews on an actual motel?
Yes, God. Oh my God, I can't believe people did that.
I think it is a children's cartoon.
That's true.
It attracts a lot of children to that, and they can get caught up in...
We're not pretending.
I know,
but
but
this is like
I'm not calling out children.
These are still minors, but like the huge downside to the internet that is as soon as you're there, all your actions have consequences.
Oh yeah,
and these minors don't know that.
That's true. But and then I'm also talking about apparently people get into a real guff with whoever Amethyst is paired with. No, wait. Is it whoever Peridot is paired with?
Right, because there's the two of them.
Right, and it's like, oh my God.
Just bring it down a notch. I used to do this. I had a big issue with this when I was younger, over shipping and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I never in my life was I like, oh, I'm gonna fight over this. Like, I'm gonna take it to the internet and attack somebody over this. I can't imagine doing that, and it used to tear me up. I don't know why. I talked to a therapist about this because it fucked me up so bad. And I'm like, I don't know why.
What happened?
I don't know.
Like, what were the pairings? Oh no.
Anyways.
Father-daughter pairing?
Jesus Christ, no.
Just immediately the worst thing.
It was nothing. It wasn't even like...
It wasn't anything bad. I mean, come on, guys.
It was nothing bad. It wasn't like...
it was just simple pairings.
It was just pairings. It was like over one character's sexuality.
Oh.
A little bit. But it was mostly because, like...
Were people being mean to you?
No, nobody was being mean to me. I was being mean to other people.
Oh,
every character is straight until proven otherwise, and Tracer belonged with Winston, you piece of shit.
You were that guy!
I was there. You knocked the chicken nuggets out of my mouth. Yeah. This was last month.
It was not confirmed last month. It was confirmed like in Christmas.
I just figured it out.
Oh my God.
I just caught up on the books, and I was like, what?
Caught up on the books? It's a couple of comics.
But, like, I can't believe that people go into these actual, like, wars over these things. Like, I can never imagine going into Anon on somebody else's blog and, like, leaving a hateful message over something as simple as shipping. I can't imagine doing it.
Another place this is bad is the Pokemon fandom.
Oh, God,
Which girl should Ash be with? And I'm like... I'm old school, I'm Misty and Ash. I'm not gonna look at someone and be like, you ship Ash and May? What the fuck's your problem?
You goddamn coward.
And it was like, some people just take it way too far. Some people are like, please get Misty back in Alola. I swear to God, please. I'll shit on every other ship in the world.
Jesus.
Just as long as Misty gets into Alola. And it's like, they were like a bad person. They attacked other blogs, and it's like, hey, it's a children's cartoon. It's been around for a while, and clearly doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not like nothing's ever gonna change.
Yeah.
The one thing, back when I was real torn up about it, I was on fucking 4chan too. Like, that was my site of choice. And by all means, if I was going to do a bad thing, it was going to be on 4chan, where you're literally anonymous all the time.
Yeah.
And everyone's an anon, so you literally don't even see the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
But people who do it on Tumblr, like, just to see it happen, are like, why do you do this, though? Why do you do this?
People are mean. People can be very mean.
And it's, it's a lot of taking things too far, too. Undertale.
Oof.
Undertale had a lot of guff about it, but one of the... Did you say guff?
I said guff.
And I said guff because you
I
said
said
guff.
kick up a guff or something.
Not sure what that means.
I was going to get my phone, but it's
we're recording on your phone. One of the big things that I remember happening that I was just like, you guys got to calm it down over there. Stronger Than You was the...
oh my god.
Yeah, you remember.
I don't even want to think about it. In which Sans sings it and like, man, Sans is great. Sans
It's like-
Stronger Than You. What is he doing?
Stronger Than You is like, I think it was... I gotta imagine it. Stronger Than You was a song between Ruby and Sapphire fusing into Garnet, and it was this huge, like, because they're both female coded.
Yeah.
So it's like lesbian things. Like, it's a great thing to have happen on a children's
lesbian
cartoon.
love.
Yeah.
And Sans sings it.
And then fucking Undertale was like, oh, we can make like 16 different versions of that with animations to our thing. And I think it was main character and then the one ghost main character.
Who cares?
That's what I think it was.
What is that?
What?
I would... In a lot of Undertale fan art, and I was on Tumblr, and you can't escape that. I would see normal main character.
Right.
And like evil, kind of greenish main character.
Like the ghost one.
Like they were evil.
Right. Evil.
I didn't see them as a ghost. They were just evil.
Oh, no, they're like a ghost possessing you.
Okay.
They do the stabbings.
What is that?
I don't know.
And people were like, oh,
I can't remember the names for the life of me.
I don't care.
I'm trying to remember the names, though. Anyways, it does not matter. It's just one of those things where it was like, hey, you guys gotta cool it over there. You guys gotta break it down a notch.
Yeah. It's one thing to do it. It's another thing to claim that it's better than the original. When it doesn't stand for the same thing. And
I think it's a thing to do it, period.
Yeah.
It's like, if I took somebody's, like an actual gay rapper's anthem about, like, their own love, and I, like, made it a music video about something entirely different.
Right.
I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And I'm not saying... We're calling out a lot of fandoms we're not really a part of, but I'll say the Mass Effect fandom can be pretty bad sometimes. I mean, I'm not going to defend BioWare. Like, but I think there's... People are... I don't understand... So people are mad at BioWare for not putting
a gay relationship.
A gay male on your team. Your squad that you take out into combat.
There's a gay male romance?
There is a gay male romance on the ship. I think it's the engineer.
Again? Couldn't you gay romance the engineer in Mass Effect 3?
No.
The one guy whose husband told him to...
That's not an engineer.
Don't become an anchor?
No. Steve is not an engineer. He's a requisitions officer. He does not work in the engine. But yeah, that is a gay male romance that is on the ship, but not technically on your squad. I didn't see anyone complain about that. I guess it's how they handled it. Because it was like they asked BioWare if you could romance anyone on the squad. And they said, we can't say. Not just like saying it all together. But, I don't know.
I mean, the thing is that it's 2017.
Yeah.
And they should have just been like, yeah, of course. Yes.
But then it was shipped and then it wasn't.
Well, I mean, there should have been.
Yes, there should have been. But they're saying, like with the Jal becoming a bi-romance option, people are still like, BioWare has still done a lot of problems.
Right.
Like, they still made a lot of mistakes. And it's like, is it just that? Is it just that, though?
Yeah.
Is it just the gay romance thing, though?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's steps to fix it.
It is steps to fix it.
That's the definition of what this is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like, I was gonna say that there's nothing, I was like, the Magic the Gathering fandom that I've noticed is, usually pretty good. But then, The playgroup, like, the thing is that so many different people can pull from Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
And there's so many different, like, groups in there. A lot of them are bad.
Yes.
A lot of them are real bad, as it turns out.
I can imagine.
There's the one thing that went around the community. Have you ever seen, like, the picture of the dude who's, like, standing behind people, who's,
That,
like...
yep.
Yeah, their pants are down
Sagging.
a little bit. Yeah, and he's, like, taking pictures with them. And they got banned.
Of course.
Because, of course, that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, that's insulting their bodies.
It's literally just, like, being a shitty person.
taking
People were like,
things-
our hero has returned when he finally got unbanned. And it's just like, hey, dude, fuck off. This isn't funny. Like, this isn't a good thing to be doing.
You're body shaming people.
Yeah, Hey, here's, like, a different idea. Instead of posting pictures of people to get laughed at on the internet...
Without their consent.
You just tell them. Or maybe you don't even tell them.
Don't tell them. So many people are doing it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like, there's definitely something to be said that people should pay attention to their appearances, the way they present
But
themselves.
if they're having fun at an event where no one else seems to care... Okay, well, a lot of people seem to care.
I mean, like, I'm not saying that that's okay, obviously. I mean, like, you should...
But that shouldn't be the main focus of the event.
Right.
Just play Magic.
If you were gonna do that at all, be like, hey, your pants are down a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's 100% better than, hey, 4 billion people have retweeted you on Twitter with a picture of me next to you. Now you look like a fucking joke.
Yeah. And people are praising me, calling me a hero.
People think I'm great, and people think you're an idiot.
People are calling me a hero for fixing the problem. This didn't fix a problem.
It didn't fix anything.
Just made people feel bad.
Yeah, nothing is ever solved by making people...
That was bullying.
Yeah, it's literally just bullying. It's like, oh, you can't see their faces, so it's fine. That doesn't matter. It's not, like, from a good place. And then there's also...
I was gonna bring it back to the fact that Dragon Age Inquisition, Dorian.
Right.
I'm not saying that, they had... Dorian was a gay romance on the squad that you take out. That doesn't, like, correct the fact.
Right.
But they're acting like BioWare's never done it before.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was like last 3 games, Mass Effect 3, I don't think it had it. Like, Steve was on there, but he wasn't on the team you take out into battle.
Could you not romance...
You could romance Caden, but he's bisexual.
Okay, so we're talking a soul...
We're talking a
gay.
soul gay. Like, lesbian or gay.
Right.
Is there... No. There's no lesbians.
You can romance the one lady, can't you? The news lady?
Samantha. No.
She's a lesbian.
Yeoman Samantha. She is a lesbian. But
All
she's
right.
not on your crew, your
I know.
squad.
So that doesn't...
Not the news. She's not the news lady. She's a yeoman. Or she's someone smart. I can't remember. I know. But you can romance a ton of people, but there's only 2 specifically gay or lesbian romances in the Mass Effect 3. Dragon Age Inquisition has 1 lesbian and 1 gay. A couple of bi. They like bisexuals.
Right. I'm here in the boat for every single character should be bisexual.
No, hold on, Ben.
What's up?
If you do that,
Okay,
that's
I'm here.
homosexual erasure.
You don't have to know. They should be. I'll say it before, say it again. Every character should be player sexual.
What I like about Dragon Age 2, which I've seen a lot of people be like, oh, Anders says stuff differently to male Hawk than female Hawk. That means he's gay. No.
How does that mean he's gay?
No. It was just literally the post, and it's like, Meryl talks to female Hawk differently than male Hawk. That means she's gay. No. All bisexual. Except for one. Sebastian. And he is DLC.
Of course.
And he is straight. He's a straight DLC character, BioWare.
Like,
I'm not gonna pay money for a straight character. Terrible business practice.
yeah, BioWare. Like,
Hide the gay characters behind a paywall. Huh?
oh, God.
Next game. My next game.
Oh.
I'm pitching it to BioWare.
No.
You have an all-straight crew.
If you want to be gay, you gotta buy it.
You have to buy to be gay. Buy it in. I'll make millions.
That's queerbaiting.
Oh, no.
I think that's the definition of queerbaiting.
I've invented queerbaiting.
Except, whereas a normal thing is like consistently pulling the bait back, you just give them the bait.
I just give them the bait.
The bait is $5.
When they give me $5.
Right.
$5 for a character? No. $10.
What the fuck? No.
What are you thinking? I'll put them behind. I'll give them a story. I'll give them a mission
I'm
and
thinking,
the character.
Fighting games. Fighting game characters are usually $5, right?
What the fuck? They sell so many characters.
Yes.
Oh, God. It's like buying a whole nother game just to get a full roster of characters. Like, if we look at Street Fighter 5, how many characters did they sell?
What are we talking? The price is better or worse? I think you can get them all as like one big package at the end of the game.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about
the gays pay for more.
No. I was gonna talk about making a game. This is just sort of an open thing to anybody who wants to make an adventure game with romance options. Every character should be player sexual.
Yeah.
There's no reason that because you switched one gender or the other in the very beginning of the game, that half your romance options are locked now.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's dumb.
Yeah.
If you want, and then once you hone in on the character you're going to choose, you can just say, oh, these other characters were gay. Mm-hmm. In this run, they were homosexual. You couldn't romance them anyways.
Yeah.
Or they were straight or whatever. It doesn't matter. You can get all your validation at the very end. I don't know what to say here. Every character is player sexual.
Maybe we shouldn't have maybe we shouldn't have recorded this episode. We've done so much, and I don't know.
Can't tag anything.
Queerbaiting. That's the title of this.
But as a side thing, back into Magic.
Yeah.
Magic put its first gay couple on the card.
Yeah.
It's Kinos and Tiro of Melitus.
Yeah.
And it's great. Like, it's just the best. But it's...
What do they do?
I mean, it's okay. They're fine.
It's not a good card?
It's not a good card.
You don't approve of it?
I'm mad at this. This is a whole different thing. Hey, Wizards, you printed the 4-color commanders not too long ago. You printed Atraxa, who's one of the most built commander deck of all time. And every deck I've seen...
I beat you periodically in Magic, and I don't understand what the fuck you're saying.
Alright, there were 5.
Yeah?
4-color commander decks.
Yeah.
Alright, you with me?
I'm here.
5? You see my fingers?
I'm just thinking about those Nicol Bolas
Look at my
nipples.
fingers. There are 5 of them.
Yes.
There's Atraxa.
Yeah.
That's a word.
Whoa. What?
She's literally...
Ben, I'm going to start paying money for Sebastian right now.
She costs $20. That's how much the card costs. The deck was $40. The deck costs $99 now.
Jesus.
She's absurd.
What did she do?
You're setting yourself up for this one.
Huh?
You're going to be fading out as soon as I explain it.
Oh, no.
Atraxa's a 4/4.
Uh-huh.
Flying lifelink, vigilance, death touch.
Oh, my God. I know those. I know
and
that.
at the beginning of your end step, put a counter on everything you control.
Ooh.
And everything with a counter you can give another counter to.
Well, what do the counters do?
Well, they can be +1/+1 or loyalties or...
What is loyalty?
Alright, we're getting off track.
I'm just having you describe Magic. I don't actually want to get...
4 mana. She costs 4 mana.
Okay.
All these cards cost 4 mana.
Yeah.
That's great. That's absurd.
That's pretty good.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Brea, the Ethereum Crafter, is a 4/4 for 4. You're noting a trend. These cards are very good.
A Rally's deal.
And she... Isn't that 4 for 3?
It's 4 for 4. It was 4 for 3 is Wendy's. That's what Rally says.
Oh, right.
Rally shits on Wendy's pretty much. Let's talk about Wendy's, or is it now?
Brea enters and gives you 2 Thopters, which is... So she's 6 power for 4.
Yeah.
Very good. She can pay 2 and sack 2 artifacts. Target creature gets -4/-4.
Do you think people ever, like, tune out? Like, do you think they come here for video games or Magic?
You're asking me! Or she deals 3 damage to target player, or you gain 5 life.
Yeah.
Which is absurd.
Wait, do you, like, tap her?
No, you don't tap her. You just tap 2 and sack 2
Oh
artifacts.
my god. Oh, okay.
But she gives you 2 artifacts.
There you go.
She costs 4 also.
But doesn't it increase every time she goes to the graveyard?
Command zone. But if you're
Right.
just playing artifacts, you don't care. Or you
Her
blink
timeout chair.
Or you blink her, it doesn't matter. She's so good.
Ben, get Rubble out of here.
He's having a good time.
No, he's not.
Idris, the Maelstrom Wielder, is a 5/4 for trample with trample, and when he deals
Is she one of the gay ones?
No. Idris is a dude.
Is he one of the
No.
gay ones?
I'm getting to the gay ones.
Oh, you're gonna call him that coldly like that?
Listen, fucker. I'm gay. I'm allowed to refer to the other gays as the
pansexual,
gay
okay?
ones.
You can't keep hiding behind that.
Until the rest of the world knows what pansexual is. What was that? And whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you get to just cast free spells. Every spell in your hand gets you a free one off the top of your deck.
Okay.
And that's so good. That's so much value. It's so good.
Right.
Saskia is a 3/4 haste vigilance. Enters the battlefield name a player. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to any player, it deals that much damage to that player.
Right.
So like doubles all your damage.
Ooh.
That was all a lot of value. Saskia is like on the lower end because you gotta deal combat damage. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Kino Santiro is a 4 mana 2/8. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card.
What?
And then any player may put a land from their hand onto the battlefield. Every opponent who didn't may draw a card.
That's it?
That's it. That's the Group Hug Commander from the 4-color decks.
Oh.
That's Magic's first gay card.
It's very inclusive. To every player in the in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, like, from some sort of standpoint, I can be like, oh, everybody sees Kino Santiro come down
What's
and they're
their
like,
lore?
Kino Santiro were the guardians of Meletis. Which is what's the Athens in Greece, right? That was the smart place.
Yeah. Because Athena is the god of wisdom and war, and that's they were named after.
Right. So there was a big old spooky demon fucking up Meletis, and they killed him. They rallied all the people and they killed him together, and they were like, "Look what we can do when we're all working together."
Yeah.
So that's the group hug aspect of it.
That makes sense.
And when they come down, everybody's like, "Hey, the gays are here. I'm gonna get to draw a card."
I don't think that's what. Okay.
You're right. That's not what they say. Here lies my secondary problem. Fucking wizards, to make this more clear. I don't know how you could have. They're like, one of them is holding the other one's hair, like he's like got his fingers entwined in the other one's hair, like as a super like
fucking smooching on the card.
Like they should have been. Because people see these two and they're like, hey, it's the Meletis bros, and it's like, absolute fuck not.
Oh,
and they're like,
no.
oh man, there's my 2 dudes, and it's like, yeah, but they're also gay. Do you know that?
Flavor
Look at these
text.
two. Do you know that
I can't believe
gay?
we're so gay.
It should have been.
Pay for us.
I can't believe
Pay money to unlock us.
Wizards like, hey, if you want the extra expansion to
Quote
your
cookies
deck,
and milk.
you gotta pay us extra $5.
Well, we're already paying for the card.
I'm already buying it. But it's
Buy
like,
the card for the gays. I mean, yeah, I am.
But it's like whenever 2 other people are on a card, there's no question.
They're gay.
I guess they needed the same last name. I don't know. I don't know what the 2 needed for people to be like, hey, husband's on that card right there.
Right, of course.
Because it's just like, guys, come on.
Yeah, of course.
What time are we at? We've talked about a lot of nothing.
We've talked about a lot. I've said the word gay a lot, and I feel bad.
33 minutes.
33 minutes. Almost 34 minutes. Why is this episode 40? Why do we have to make this episode 40?
Fuck.
Can we go back to Spider-Man and Twinkie Paste?
Top 40 video games. What are you thinking?
What?
Top 40 video games.
We're not Screw Attack.
Your whole list.
No.
Right now.
I can't do that. Just look at my PS4. I haven't played 40 games on the PS4. Maybe I have. No. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not giving you a list.
Oh, okay, we can say that for episode 50.
Top 40 games on
That's what we should
50.
do. Is episode 50, we should come in with lists.
I don't want to write shit for this podcast. Unless I'm getting money from it, it doesn't mean squat.
It's just a fun thing we do when we're eating cookies and milk.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hurt my wrist earlier in the podcast.
I'm trying to think. What's a good 4 thing?
Sinnoh?
I'm shaking my head. Like,
You don't like Sinnoh?
actually, let's talk about Sinnoh. It's a good one.
Okay, yeah, hey. I guess I was right.
Sinnoh is one of those gens where I like the Pokemon, but I hated the games.
The land was bad.
It was garbage. Like, it felt like the design of the whole place was just made to fucking annoy me as much as possible.
Get defog.
Get rock climb.
They added too much. That's not... They took away some stuff and added annoying things?
I don't even particularly care about that kind of thing, but it was just like, because I needed them so irregularly that I was just like, I don't even want this.
It filled a slot that didn't need to be used all the time.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your HM is basically just useless. Like, Cut is not a very good attack, but it's still an attack. Defog, I don't even remember what the fuck it did.
Defog cleared away defog. The fog.
What did it do in battles?
I think it, like, cleared area of effects.
That makes sense. It
like
seems
hail
useless.
or something? Look that up. Look at what defog did in the game.
But all the Pokemon, people, like, dislike a lot of the evolutions in Gen 4.
The Pokemon were good.
But I really
like
liked
all
them.
the extra evolutions and baby evolutions and all the new Pokemon were great. I loved them all.
Were there baby evolutions in Gen 4?
Happiny, Bonsly,
Mime Jr. Chimchang.
Chingling,
that's the one.
Yeah. Yes.
What else was in there? I feel like there were more baby evolutions. Was that it?
I was gonna say Sneasel, but that was Weavile.
Yeah, it got Weavile. Non-damaging flying type move. I can't. Where does it's got all the fucking
stats right there, and you can't zoom in.
Please, phone, please.
Ben.
HM5. Flash became a TM.
Flash became a TM.
I'm trying to read this.
Where is that coming? Where'd that lore's?
No.
Where are you going?
It's trying to install something. Oh, it's taking direct control.
It's freaking out. Game over, man.
Defog lowers the target's evasion 1 stage. Even if the target is behind a substitute, it bypasses accuracy checks to always hit unless the opponent is semi-invulnerable for a turn of a move such as Dig or Fly. Clears away any fog, as well as Light Screen, Reflect, Safeguard, Mist Spikes, Toxic Spikes, and Stealth Rock.
I was right about that?
Right, so it's like a rapid spin of sorts.
Yeah, but rapid spin deals damage.
Right.
That's... Defog's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I think if you were gonna...
You could do more with rapid spin.
Because there's no damage on Defog.
Yeah, and even though it lowers evasiveness, you could just Baton Pass.
Right.
No, wait, Baton Pass would give him the evasiveness down. Because it gives all the stat changes to the next Pokemon.
But you're lowering your opponent's evasiveness.
Right. I'm saying that opponent...
Oh, yeah, if they would Baton Pass, they would just get the minus evasion. Yeah, I don't know.
I could say doing a belly drum and then Baton Passing, that would be good. Do you know what belly drum does?
I know what belly... Are you explaining Pokemon?
I wish I could
Yes.
do Baton Pass. I wish I could put Baton Pass on my Hariyama. Because he knows belly drum.
Thanks.
Are you excited about the new Pokemon remakes?
No.
Do you wish they were Sinnoh remakes instead?
No.
What you don't want them at all?
I don't want them.
Oh no.
I don't want...
But has your good buddy you guys your good buddy Colress on it.
I don't even know who that... I didn't beat Black and White 2 in order to know who Colress is.
Beat more RPGs, dude. We talked about this on the previous episode.
God, like I haven't beaten...
Enough!
I haven't beaten Moon, so I don't...
Oh, hey, did you beat Platinum?
Yes.
I didn't beat Platinum.
Oh, good.
Surprise, surprise. Pokemon's based on the choices you make for your starter. You wouldn't think it, but it makes a big impact on your enjoyment of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I remember...
I hate Infernape.
Yeah, Infernape's not a great Pokemon.
The one time I decided to change my starter, I didn't beat Platinum because I found Infernape so boring.
Infernape, it's just not great. Like, if you're gonna go firefighting, you got Blaziken.
Like,
cool
I was going through, like, I think Reverse Mountain. No, is that
the big mountain in the middle?
That Reverse Mountain is from One Piece. Mount Coronet?
Coronet sounds right. I think that's the big mountain in the middle.
Yeah. I was going through that. I don't know if I was going to Giratina or not. I was somewhere halfway through the game. And I just, I was so tired of it. I
had the opposite experience.
Diamond and Pearl is kind of a drab game.
I say that I didn't like it, but I had sort of the opposite experience. I played Pearl, and now that I'm like, I wouldn't want to go back to it now. Like, thinking back on everything, I'm like,
Well, we're gonna do a Nuzlocke run of Platinum. Yeah. Let's try to download a ROM, see if you can randomize it. So we're gonna do a randomized Nuzlocke of Platinum.
I like a randomized Nuzlocke. Looking back on everything, I had a lot of fun. Like, I clocked in so many hours on Pearl and Platinum.
Diamond was very fun for me.
Like, I picked Empoleon in my Pearl playthrough, and I liked Empoleon. Empoleon was fine. And then I picked Torterra in my Platinum, and I really liked Torterra.
Torterra is so good,
Torterra is awesome. And I remember, I so perfectly remember at the end of Pearl, where I was just, like, trying legitimately I was, like, going back and forth trying to catch Cresselia. And then in Platinum, they give you a little chateau at the end of the game. And it's like, hey, you can just have this and decorate it. And sometimes gym battles or Elite Four or champions will show up. And I was like, fine.
I remember when we were at computer camp, and I was catching Regigigas.
Oh, God.
I remember catching Regigigas.
Oh, yeah,
that was so good. And it was only because I was able to Game Shark
Ruby and Sapphire.
I was able to Game Shark Sapphire.
You reminded me of the worst thing about Pearl.
What?
The person who stole my Reggies.
Oh.
And then I couldn't catch Regigigas.
Oh.
God, that's like one of my worst childhood memories was like...
Have we talked about that?
I'm sure we have, but I'm going to tell the story again. Where I was like...
I hate hearing the story.
Because it's just so sad. Back when Ruby was out, I was like, what, a spry young 10-year-old maybe?
2003?
That sounds right.
You were 7.
Wait, was it 2003?
It was 2002 or 3.
Oh, God, I was so young.
6 or
I had
7.
just learned how to ride a bike. God, man.
When you learned how to ride a bike, that's why you were able to buy Ruby.
Yeah, they got Ruby. I went to KB Toys, and I got Ruby out of the box.
It was EV Games?
It was KB Toys.
Oh, God.
I remember because it was up in Cuyahoga Falls, where all that buildings are now, and I went in there, and I got Ruby, and I was like, this is the best, and I played the shit out of it. But, like, this was before anything. This was before, like, the internet.
You really had to break your brain on the Reggie puzzles.
The real funny thing about this is, like, I went onto the internet and I learned Braille.
Yeah.
Like, I learned the Braille language in order to put the dots together, and it was, like, Relicanth first, Wailord last, and I was like, I have those two in my party somehow. But instead of just Googling what the fuck that puzzle was, I Googled the Braille language.
I think it's better that you did that, though.
Oh, yeah, and then because it was like a door's open somewhere, I was like, what?
That's the scariest thing in the world.
Huh? And so I explored the whole world, and I got all the stuff, and I was like, this is the best. These Reggies are the best. These are the coolest Pokemon, period. And then a friend of mine was like, hey, I just got Pearl or Diamond. Can I, can I import them or whatever the word was?
And then
migrate them.
Migrate.
Over them onto this game. And I was
you...
like, can you put them back onto Ruby afterwards? Because I want to put them back onto here so I can have them. And he was like, yeah, you can do that.
Ugh.
And I was like, good. And then, like, he took them and put them onto the thing. And then, like, I was like, oh, hey, I just got to that part in Pearl. Can you trade them all over so I can get Regigigas? And he was like, oh, I traded that in, sorry.
Fuck that.
And I was like, oh, that's fine.
That's the friend who lives back there, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one.
Fuck him.
It was just like this one really small thing that just fucked me up as a child.
We're not leaving it on that.
What's happy things?
I can't find my old Sceptile from Sapphire.
Yeah,
You have him.
I have him?
Give him back. You stole him. You traded Pearl in. No.
As much as I like all
I only have his son. I have an egg I hatched from him
Trico?
it's a Grovyle now.
One of
I don't know where it is though. Damn it.
Nintendo
Wait, I think I still have him.
Nintendo did a bunch of things that they were like, hey, here's the Pokemon Bank on your Wii. No, Pokefarm. Pokemon Ranch.
Yeah.
Pokefarm on your Wii. You can put all your Pokemon in there, and you can get rare Pokemon too, just by having it.
Are we that had Pokemon Ranch died. Every Wii we've ever had has died.
Yeah, but I think I don't think it like stores them on there permanently. I think you can like take them back off of it somehow.
You can. That's the whole point.
But like, I mean, I think even without the game, I think you can like just boot your save back.
Right.
Because I think I got 1 billion Pokemon that are on my bank now, off of all my games. Because you had to transfer them from Pearl to White and Black.
Then to Black 2 and Black and White 2?
No, I think you could take them from Black and White into the Pokebank.
Let me tell you, though, that I hate what Black and White did. Not anything else except for migrating Pokemon.
Oh, the ball. The weird
I don't want to make
throwing
it
the
into
ball.
a little game. I just want to walk out, catch them immediately,
I don't
and
even
then
want to
that's
do
it.
that.
I want to just
I want just
have
show me a
them.
box.
Give me a box of
Move
Pokemon.
the box.
Yeah.
Let me move every box at once.
Yes, that would be
too much.
that would be
is that too
ideal.
difficult? And then I want you to put a little thing next to it in game that it can't be migrated anymore.
Yeah.
So I can still have it on that game, and I can still have a good time. So I don't feel like I'm abandoning this person's life.
Yeah.
Because that's the saddest shit. We talked a bit more about sad shit on accident.
Yeah.
What's good things? What's your favorite evolutions? Let's actually do. This is episode 40. We're not talking about our 40 favorite games. Let's talk about favorite Pokemon for every gen.
I'm thinking about my Soul Silver game and how I traded everything I had onto your Heart Gold system.
Yes.
And how if I boot up Soul Silver again, I just see my my 16 badge having trainer with like a bunch of level 10 Pokemon just sitting in like one of the end level Pokemon centers, and that's like, I think I'm gonna restart the game. But then like, oh boy. Oh yeah, what were you saying?
God, it's the saddest thing. Cause I always feel like, even with the level 10 Pokemon I've caught, I'm like, I sort of want to port them over too. But then, like, you can't port every single Pokemon.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, it's just like
one.
You and like level 5 Rosetta, and you're like, well, this is it, huh?
Then you restart the game.
End of the line. And then you restart the game.
And you just keep catching more.
Anyways. But what are your favorite Pokemon for every gen? Let's talk about some fun things.
Well, I think in Pokemon Red and Blue, of course, my favorite is Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Poliwag. Second gen is Politoed. Third gen, Polymega. Second gen, it would have to be...
Do you even like Politoed?
I haven't played enough with Politoed. Like, I wouldn't even have liked the Poly family in Gen 1. Like, because of Squirtle.
Right.
I would be with Squirtle the entire time.
Well, you don't need to catch another water
I think
Pokemon.
Soul Silver is where I really realized how much I love them.
Yeah, because I did the same thing. Back in my Crystal, I had Poliwrath, and he was my boy.
Oh, Poliwrath's the best.
I have such fond memories of like running into the legendary, running into Entei and Raikou, and just hypnosising immediately off Poliwrath and just punching him.
Because 4 gens in, he was the only water fighting.
Who they had?
Keldeo.
Fuck, right.
It took a legendary to unseat Poliwrath as the single most rare duo type.
Right. One of the duo types with only one Pokemon in it.
Right. There are more, I'm sure, but...
Yeah, Fire Water.
Fire Water, who is that?
The steam thing, the big old Volcanion.
Yeah, Volcanion. Is he even in the game?
I don't know.
Was he fake?
No, he's real. He's in the game.
Which game?
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Is he?
I think you can get him through an event.
Huh.
He was in a movie.
Okay. Well, it would make sense that he's in Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
Um...
I think we're still without we're still without like a bunch of Pokemon.
It's so hard.
Now that Fairy came in, we're like down a bunch of them. Is there a poison electric Pokemon?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Also, there's a lot of combinations that we covered just because Rotom got like 3 extra forms.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
It's sort of anticlimactic when it's like, what? There's no grass electric Pokemon. And
It's
Rotom.
Rotom.
Is there an electric fire Pokemon? Rotom oven form. And it's like, cool.
I'm trying to think. It's so hard to answer and ask a question like that because it's when you think about any gen, you immediately think about your Pokemon team.
Right, you think about what you fought the game with.
And you think you can't just like go from of course Poliwhirl and Poliwrath and Politoed, but then I think about how much I love Squirtle.
Right.
Like it's this never-ending loop.
Right, because I'm trying to think about Pokemon Gen 1 and all the Pokemon in Gen 1. I think Charizard is just my favorite.
That's understandable.
Like, there's just not that many cool Pokemon.
But then I think about Sandslash and fucking...
Go on to Gen 2. You're here in Gen 2 now.
I guess. Gen 2 has a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon in it.
That's true. My favorite from Gen 2 is Elekid.
I like I like Typhlosion.
I want to give... I was like,
but, you know, for the strangest reason, I have a very... I really like Feraligatr, and I've never used a Totodile. Maybe like once in a silver gameplay. In a silver run-through, I couldn't save because the battery was dead on the cartridge. That made me so mad. I started playing silver again. Not like 10 years ago or something.
Recently, of course.
and the battery was dead, so I couldn't save anything. Also, I tried playing yellow at one point in time. Starting was fine, but the game became horribly glitched.
Ugh.
I couldn't. Oh, God damn it.
I want to give myself the benefit of the doubt, and I want to say, like, oh, you can pick entire lines of Pokemon from every gen, but I can't even do that because it goes Gen 1 is Charizard, Gen 2 is Elekid, Gen 3 is the Metagross line, Gen 4 is Electivire.
Electivire is so cool.
Like, people are like, oh man, a bunch of Gen 4 is like the weird monster evolutions of Gen 1 Pokemon. I'm like, yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking cool, dude.
Rhyperior is... it's the fucking best.
Rhyperior is so cool.
Launches Geodudes out of his hands?
Fucking, the ability where it's just like, oh, if something would be times 4 super effective, it's just times 2 instead.
Oh, I mean... And it's funny how gens that don't even center around those Pokemon can make you realize that.
Yeah.
Because I learned that I loved Electivire and Rhyperior in Gen 6 when I was doing a secondary team in the Battle Chateau.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I like this team I made. I like Garchomp too. Gardevoir's pretty cool. Electivire and Rhyperior, tightest shit.
So fucking cool.
Garchomp is fucking cool as well. I don't wanna...
I mean, yeah, there's cool Pokemon that originated in Gen 4.
Luxray is pretty cool.
Luxray's sweet, dude.
Luxray fills a lot of people's aesthetics.
Yeah, Luxray is just a cool Pokemon. Honchkrow? Honchkrow's got a pretty baller design.
He's a fat bird.
It's like a mob boss.
Yeah.
A fat mob boss.
He shoots you with his
bird head. Sneasel's pretty cool.
Weavile's okay. I don't much care for... I mean, okay, Weavile's pretty alright.
Magmortar? I could do without him.
I mean, Magmortar is cannons for hands.
Yeah.
More cannons than Rhyperior. No, Licky.
Licky is definitely a Pokemon. Tangrowth's cool.
Much needed love for Tangela.
Yeah. That's what I feel like Gen 4 did really good, because there were a bunch of these weird single-stage Pokemon that had never gotten anything.
Gallade.
Right? That also happened.
Frostlass.
That also happened.
Strange how,
Mamoswine?
Mamoswine. That's pretty neat. It seemed like Swinub needed a third evolution.
Yeah.
Piloswine kind of just... It was the awkward stage in between.
Right. Wait, is Piloswine the evolution or is it Mamoswine? It's Mamoswine,
right? Swinub? Piloswine.
Mamoswine.
Mamoswine.
But yeah, Gen 4 is one of my favorite gens, because, like, the Pokemon in Gen 4 are pretty cool, but all the extra evolutions it gave to Pokemon who were just sort of awkwardly there was great.
Gen 2 did the same thing with Scyther and Onyx.
Yeah. Gen 2
and Chansey.
I feel like we've had this discussion, maybe not on the podcast, but Gen 1 was a lot of original new Pokemon.
Yep.
Gen 2 added a lot of baby evolutions and a couple extra evolutions on top of those Pokemon.
Correct. Evolutions.
Gen 3 tried to cut itself off again. It was like, here's a bunch of fresh new Pokemon.
It's strange how they stopped doing that.
Gen 4 was back to the Gen 4 was like, hey, here's a bunch of new evolutions and baby evolutions. Gen 5 was like, we're trying to go a little bit brand new.
Yeah.
Trying to go and do everything like this again.
It's a dangerous game, though.
Gen 6 was like, hey,
Mega evolutions.
we're trying to be as much of Gen 1 as we can possibly be, so we add all these Mega evolutions in. Gen 7 is like, hey, we're on a new island with new versions of Pokemon who already existed.
Yeah.
We're trying to make everything feel fresh and new again. And it's sort of the way things go.
Mega evolutions kind of make me uncomfortable.
Why?
I mean, because it gives me the idea that what Gen 2 and Gen 4 have done will never happen again.
Yeah, because we're just going to see Mega evolutions.
We'll never see anything done with Dunsparce or anything done with Jinx other than Smoochum.
Yeah, it's weird that Jinx didn't get a super evolution.
Yeah.
Like a monster evolution.
They were one of the ones that... is it called a monster evolution?
That's what I've nicknamed
I guess I could see that.
Because one of the things I heard was Gen 4 took a lot of inspiration from like Kaiju and whatever.
Huh.
Which explains why all of the Pokemon got like huge and buff and like extra shit.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because it almost seems like they went to a Digimon approach.
Yeah.
Because Rhyhorn evolving into Rhydon. Rhydon already seems like a big tank.
Yeah.
Elekid evolving into Electabuzz seems already pretty buff. Same thing with Magby to Magmar.
Yeah.
But those three, getting another evolution, they're fucking buff, swole monsters with guns on their hands.
They just got guns now.
Except for Electivire, who got whips for tails.
Yeah. The one thing, because the one thing I noticed is, what was it? Jinx, Magmar, and Electabuzz were all part of the trio that got baby evolutions.
Yeah, but then that switched over when...
And then Rhyperior was the third one of that line. Then.
Yeah, but then Tangrowth was also there. Magnezone.
Magnezone is also
Dusknoir.
God, holy shit, they did so many Pokemon. And that's...
Yeah, and Galliard and Frostlass also... Frostlass is also a monster in some regard.
Because
she's a ghost.
Yeah, it's like a horrifying thing to have happened to it.
I don't know about that.
It's a spooky thing.
Yeah.
What else happened? I feel like we've only scratched the tip of the iceberg on all the evolutions that Gen 4 added.
Nice link to Frostlass's ice typing, bud. Don't forget about Mamoswine.
Right, Mamoswine.
Licky.
We talked about Licky.
Honchkrow. I know, I'm just saying we're now listing it all.
We're just listing them off. No, I guess it was just that big old group.
Yeah.
There
Gliscor.
Jesus Christ, Gen 4.
We forgot about Gliscor.
And then there were the baby evolutions.
Yeah. And we talked about
Porygon Z!
Porygon Z! How can we forget about Porygon Z?
Oh my god.
And Porygon 2 is from Gen 2.
Right, that was from Gen 2. That's one of my favorite Pokemon that I've literally never used. Like, I've never touched Porygon, but I think Porygon's a really cool Pokemon.
Yeah. It's hard to get Porygon in any game.
Yeah. And it's even harder to evolve it.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that the full list this time? Yanmega.
Yanmega. We forgot about Yanmega.
God.
So many. Oh, Super Furo. I forgot about that. No.
Was it Apom?
Ambipom.
Was Ambipom new? Was Apom...
Ambipom was new.
Oh my god.
Apom was Gen 2.
It was Gen 2.
Ambipom was a new one. Remember when Dawn's Apom, who Ash traded to her, became Ambipom, and then they
Ping Pong?
left to Ping Pong?
Smeargle became Smeargle with a gun?
Then left to Ping Pong, strangely enough.
He shot the ping pong balls.
Is there more?
That's gotta be it. Mime Jr. was a Pokemon that we didn't mention.
We mentioned Mime Jr. in the babies.
Did we mention Mime Jr. though?
We were talking about
We were talking about the babies.
You listed it off pretty quickly though.
Yeah. Munchlax.
Roserade. And Bidoof.
Yeah, it added
both into Gen 4. They realized that they screwed up with...
They were like, oh, we didn't do anything to this Pokemon.
We keep accidentally remembering them. Roserade's a good Pokemon.
Roserade's cool. That's gotta be it, right? We gotta be done. We listed like 30 Pokemon.
Must be something we're missing, yeah?
Yeah, there's gotta be. I feel like we're missing something.
Is the title of this episode Gen 4 did so much?
Gen 4 did so much. It added in so many Pokemon. Should I just look it up?
Yes.
Alright, let's look it up.
How many Pokemon got extra evolutions in Gen 4? How do we get... do we get here? I can imagine if at some point in the conversation where we started talking about Pokemon ships, we started talking about this, but we went off that.
We took the opposite of it. Fucking
Togekiss!
Togekiss. Ms. Megamius.
Ms. Magius!
That's Gen 5. Wait, no. This is Gen 4. This is just Pokemon.
Dude, Bibarl. That's the one.
Fucking, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5?
not all of them, is it?
15?
15?
Not counting all the baby evolutions.
Munchlax
Munchlax was in it.
Oh yeah, he was in a Gen 3 movie. That's why I thought it was Gen 3. Ooh, what's that fan thing for Mega Jinx? No, not that. Go back. The Mega Jinx.
Oh, she looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like a cool Jinx. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
You saving that? You gonna put that on the podcast?
I have to, because we're talking
Is
about
the artist in the tags?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because we can't post it without the artist.
God damn it, how do I find the artist? This is like a YouTube video. I guess I can link to the video and then...
It's a YouTube video? I don't know.
I mean, I can't not put the image up. Do you want me to tell people to Google?
That's true.
I'm not like...
It's a quandary.
View original image.
Let me take a closer look at that Jinx.
Sure.
It's a cool Jinx.
It is. It's a pretty sweet Jinx. I guess Jinx didn't get the same evolution treatment because of all like the weird stuff surrounding Jinx.
Yeah. It's annoying when people go into something.
That's a cool image.
That is a very cool image. Mantike.
Yeah, that was
I
a...
forgot about Mantike. It was definitely a...
Probopass?
Probopass!
This is like a hat image.
So, Probopass.
I'm trying to... Let me see if I can just get a list of Pokemon cross-general evolutions. Here's just like a full list of cross-general evolutions. The Pikachu family, Clefairy family, Jigglypuff, Zubat. As you see, oh, there's the pictures down here. Purple is Gen 4, so if we see purple, we know to... Magnezone, we mentioned. Licky Licky, we mentioned. Rhyperior, Happiny, Tangrowth. Mime Jr.
Dusknoir, McMortar.
Electivire.
Oh, you don't forget about the evolutions.
Right, there are 2 evolutions. Porygon Z, Munchlax, Togekiss. Bonsly, Apom, Yanmega, Honchkrow, Ms. Megamius.
Gliscor, Weavile, Mamoswine, Mantine, Mantike.
Gallade, Probopass, Badoo and Roserade, Dusknoir, Chingling,
Frostlass.
and Frostlass.
We got them all.
Alright, we missed like 2.
We missed a few when we were first starting. Oh, sorry, I disconnected your charger.
I mean, we missed
a bit of a number when we first started listing it out.
We missed Togekiss and Ms. Megamius. We didn't remember those until we...
Right.
Oh, also, one more of them, wasn't it? Wasn't there one? Probopass. We missed Probopass, too.
Right. So a lot. They did a lot.
Yeah, I like it, though. I'm a big fan.
It's good. I like it.
Of them expounding on the designs they've already got instead of trying to throw out something new all the time.
Yeah. It feels like the even-numbered gens are kind of a rest stop.
Yeah, it's just...
Like they rest a bit.
A time to compound on new stuff.
But they can't keep doing this forever. You know?
What do you explain?
I don't know how it... We're asking the Pokemon Company to keep throwing out original designs of like 50 plus creatures every single gen.
I mean, that's why I like Gen 4 and everything, because the older I get and the more Pokemon come out with, it's just like, I can't remember all of these Pokemon, and I just don't particularly care about them.
Yeah. I don't think they're slowing down so much. I think they're realizing it and holding out.
Because, like, and I mean, Gen 7 is sort of the one that disproves the whole theory, because it is like, hey, here's a bunch of new stuff for old Pokemon, like we're revamping them and everything. Anyways, let's look at some single-stage Pokemon, and think about Pokemon that could have interesting things go on.
Farfetch'd
could get evolution, or a previous evolution. Kangaskhan is sort of stuck because they gave it a Mega.
Yeah.
Pinsir is sort of stuck because they gave it a Mega. Tauros could get a previous or a later. Lapras, previous or later.
Tauros could get a previous that links it to Miltank.
Yeah, that could evolve into either one of them. Ditto could always have things happen to it.
No. Ditto is stuck like Ditto. It can't physically progress.
Mega Ditto.
No. What would it do? Ultra Transform?
I have no idea.
Wait. Ditto could Mega Transform.
Mega evolve into whatever the opponent Pokemon is?
Yeah, it could
do the Mega of that?
It could do the Mega of that, or if it's not a Pokemon, or if it's not a Mega Evolved Pokemon, it just gives it a boost to stats.
Right.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That'd
I think
be
that's
pretty
probably
cool.
what like Z Transform does.
Oh, maybe.
Gives it a boost too, but yeah. Unknown is sort of awkward. All the legendaries are obviously sort of awkward.
Not
Draft
legendaries, they're rare Pokemon. Unknown are.
I know, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was looking at Mewtwo, Aerodactyls,
it would be cool to with that lore if Mega Ditto had a tail.
Oh, like Mew?
Kind of like Mew. That would be cool.
Or like, just in the Mega Evolution, you can see a tail sort of growing out of it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Or you see maybe like it's trying to form into Mew.
Right. Dunsparce, something needs to happen there. Quillfish, maybe something. Shuckle. You don't fuckle with Shuckle.
Heracross is good the way it is.
Yeah, Heracross also got a Mega, right?
Mega Heracross?
Didn't it get a Mega with Pinsir? Could have sworn.
Yes. Yeah? No, you're thinking of Scizor?
No, I could have sworn Heracross got a Mega, because
must
Heracross and
have.
Pinsir were like the two of them.
Heracross? Yep.
Yeah, because it becomes a Stag
It's
Beetle.
fucking huge.
Yeah, it's got a big old
I wish I could get into Heracross, because Heracross looks so goddamn cool.
They're a fighting bug. Corsola, feel like something could happen there. Delibird evolves into actual Santa Claus.
Skarmory is just a big...
Skarmory's like something could happen there. Standler?
Something could happen there. I didn't want to waste my Master Ball on it for nothing.
It was so cool. Delibird, Skarmory, Standler, Smeargle, Miltank, Sableye, Mawile, all these
Sableye and Mawile got Megas.
Yeah, it's sort of awkward because the Pokemon with Megas aren't technically one stage anymore.
Volbeat and Illumines, Plusle and Minun. Those
could,
four are alright.
I think Plusle and Minun could also have a single stage that could evolve into either one, even though it's literally useless.
Yeah, I wish they weren't useless without each other.
They're the Pikachu.
Yeah.
Volbeat and Illumise, I always forget, don't evolve into each other.
Right.
Torkoal.
That would be some straight up gender politics right there.
I'm not here for that. Torkoal could...
We're in Nintendo territory now, son.
Oh, God. Torkoal could get something. Spinda, Zangoose,
I imagine it would be Mega Torkoal. Just like a erupting Torkoal.
Yeah, because the thing that happens for a lot of
we already have Camerupt. Strange how we got Camerupt and Torkoal in the same gen.
Yeah, because they were both just sort of eruptions.
Except Torkoal's only fire.
One of the things that I really like Gen 4 for, because Elekid is a cool Pokemon and everything.
Yeah.
But, in all honesty, adding baby evolutions does nothing.
Yes.
If the Pokemon isn't worth it in the first place, why do you want the baby evolution version?
Yeah.
You're not going to want to raise it from that.
And evolving Elekid into Electabuzz, making it like a lanky, weird-looking Pokemon. I'm not shitting on Electabuzz, it's just kind of the way it looks.
No, you're right.
But then making Electabuzz evolve into the final Electivire makes the whole line the coolest thing.
Yeah. Castform? Castform should get a Mega.
I don't know about that. Castform already has the
Fuck off
weather
with that.
change.
Castform is not good enough.
Oh, Mega? I thought you meant a second evolution.
Oh, no, it needs a Mega.
Kecleon?
There's so many single-stage Pokemon.
You gotta take into account that the Pokemon has to be good baseline.
In order for it to get a something. At this point, there's so many Pokemon. Carnivine is just weird. Carnivine doesn't have any other stages.
Yeah, it's weird that Carnivine is nothing else but Carnivine.
All these Pikachu rip-off Pokemon were just like, hey, you remember Pikachu had an evolution, right?
Yeah.
Like had a baby evolution, another evolution,
my God.
like to carry it, sort of. No, it was just a cool electric Pokemon, that's why people liked it.
Right.
Regigigas could get a Mega.
Giratina could get a Mega, I think.
Even more.
Giratina has two forms already.
Another form. Both forms have different Megas.
Oh my God. Latios and Latios got Megas. Same thing with Kyogre
That's
and
true.
Groudon.
Mewtwo got a Mega. 2 Megas.
2 Megas.
Legendaries could get Megas.
Gee, Mewtwo. How come Game Freak lets you have 2 Megas? I'm a fan favorite. Mew's talking to him.
Of course.
Because no one gives a shit about Mew.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Mew hasn't gotten nearly the treatment Mewtwo has.
And Mewtwo is still the brooding person. Basculin. Every single fish character never gets anything.
Where's my... Yeah, fucking Ludwig, Rocket.
A lot of...
Where's my Arceus Mega, dude?
That'd be cool.
Literal god.
Gen 5 introduced a lot of single-staged evolutions. Do you notice that?
Yeah, like, alright, let's go over this in Gen 5 alone. Excluding legendaries.
Autono,
Throsok, Basculin, Maracactus, Sigilyph, Emolga, Almolamola, Cryogonal, Stunfisk, Dredigion, Bulifant, Heatmore, Durant. That's 13, 14? Without counting legendaries?
Yeah.
And all the legendaries are also.
Right.
There's still a lot of single-stage Pokemon. Oh, dude, I forgot about all the...
Who is Marshadow?
I have no idea. A fighting ghost Pokemon?
What the hell? That thing!
Was it in a movie?
I think. I've only seen it like a few times.
Is it a legendary beast?
No. Is a dual type...
In the anime, in the TCG? Yeah, it's because it's in game data.
So but it is in the anime.
Yeah.
Huh. We should have dedicated a whole other episode to this.
Yeah.
How about we talk about Pokemon next episode? More than listing the Pokemon.
Yeah, more than this.
Okay, well, I think that's...
We can go back to the game where we list all the single-type rock Pokemon.
Oh, we did that, didn't we?
That was like the 4th episode.
Holy shit.
I wonder if that was actually the 4th episode.
Check if that's the 4th episode.
Can't.
Why?
My phone won't scroll back that far.
Oh, what?
I don't know.
Don't you make it in a playlist?
No.
Okay.
That's gotta be your job.
What?
Yeah.
I guess.
You don't do shit, dude.
I check the analytics.
Fuck off.
I make the One Piece Sugo videos that gets all the views.
You're
Notice how my Part 1 Sugo Fest voting is doing better than yours?
I think that's actually a thing about how bad your video is.
Oh, excuse
Because people
you.
don't want to keep watching.
I mean, you fuck off, dude. Alright, well, that was Cookies and Milk. I've been your host, William.
I've been your host, Ben.
We gotta rate these cookies.
Oh, they were good.
They were okay.
fine.
Yeah. Solid 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
I'd go 7 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10.
No, I wouldn't go 8 out of 10.
The thing is that the out of 10 format creates that anything less than a 5 is bad, even though 5 is average.
Yes.
5 is average. 5 isn't bad. So I always want to give things upwards of 6.
Yeah.
But these were like middle of the road. These were 6 cookies. You're right. 6 out of 10.
I was right. Yeah.
But I think it came from a more hateful place in your heart than it came
No,
from mine.
no. I knew its limits,
Everything
and
comes
it
out
knew
of a more hateful place for you.
You overestimated its abilities. That's more harmful than what I did.
No, it's not.
What are you fucking talking
I
about?
let these cookies down easy. You just gave them the F.
No! It's not an F, it's a D! It should be above average.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a weird little tangent we got into. I guess I gotta drive you home, huh?
Yeah, that's true. I can walk home.
No. Is your boyfriend still up?
He's probably asleep, if I had to guess.
So tired.
I can walk, it's fine.
I'm not having you walk home on a bad knee.
It's fine, dude.
No. I'll drop you off at the... I'm not going to drive all the way to your house. I'll go up the hill, turn left onto it, and then turn around. I'll drop you off there. With the ramp into your neighborhood. We're talking about this on the podcast, so we shouldn't be talking about this on the podcast.
We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.